Oh yeah, baby. Google stock is ripping, guys, up over 8% after we got some very, very favorable news that we're going to cover in this video. And of course, we're going to break down the indexes, other stocks. So guys, hit that like button. Matter of fact, smash that like button. Make sure to subscribe. Join the newsletter. It's free. Check out the Patreon, blah, blah, blah. All that is linked down below. And now let's dive into Google. So we got some big news that they won't have to sell Google Chrome. We got this yesterday after the bell. We'll dive deeper into it here in a minute, guys. But first, look at the stock chart. Once we got this news, the stock went from 210 pretty much. It closed at what? 210, 211 and went all the way to 230 in the aftermarket in the span of an hour. We're talking about a 9% move for Alphabet, for Google, which is a massive company, right? And that's a huge move for this size of company. And that has been something that has been a massive, overhang or gray cloud over the stock for a while now. It's like, it's amazing that it's gone now. It's been something that investors were worried about. It held, or it kept other investors from buying the stock, and it makes sense that we're popping over 8% after we got the news that they won't have to sell Chrome, which again we'll cover here in a second. And this is a stock that I've been buying. I bought recently in the low 200s. I bought in the 170s, 80s. Obviously, I was buying back here in April when it was getting destroyed because, I've always seen Google as honestly, a well over a $200 stock. And for me personally, a $250 stock. And now that we got this news, it's kind of revaluing itself, if you will. It's getting back to where it should have been. It was trading at like 20 times earnings, guys, just 2 days ago. It's crazy. And forget what it was trading at when it was at $150 a share. It was a lot lower than that. But yeah, this is it's been a long time coming, and obviously it was a risk. If Google had to sell Chrome, the stock would be collapsing right now. But I never thought it was going to have to sell Chrome, which is why I kept buying. And it's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day when stock's popping this much, especially if it's one of your bigger holdings, higher conviction plays, which Google has always been. So we can see Alphabet stock pops 9% after they avoid breakup in the antitrust case. Let's cover this article quickly here, guys. I'll scroll down a little bit. We can see the U.S. Department of Justice had proposed a sort of breakup of Google, not too long ago, which included divesting its Chrome browser in an antitrust case that began almost 2 years ago. Well, I guess exactly 2 years ago, in September 2023. I forget, it's already September of 25 here. Man, the year is flying by fast. But yeah, while Google was found to hold an illegal monopoly in its core market of internet search last year, U.S. District Judge Amit Mehta ruled against the most severe consequences that were proposed by the DOJ. Google will not have to divest Chrome, and the company can also still make payments to companies to preload products, but it cannot have exclusive contracts that condition payments or licensing, right? That means Google will still be able to pay Apple the billions of dollars it does to be the default search engine on iPhones. That was another big thing. That's another big piece of news for the company. And it says here Apple shares are also trading higher. I haven't actually looked at Apple shares, but we can see here this is a monster win, says Dan Ives here. Dan Ives said this is a monster win for Cupertino, and for Google, it's a home run ruling that removes a huge overhang on the stock. I literally said that. Did I not say overhang on the stock? Yeah, 100%. I agree 100%. We can see here Google has been facing rising comp to its search engine business from the likes of Perplexity and OpenAI. We all know that, but the company has so far fended off challenges with its advertising business still growing. And don't sleep on Google's AI, guys. don't sleep on it. There's a lot of competition, but yeah, Google's got it in my opinion. They have a big piece of this pie. Google has pinned its hopes, we can see here, of becoming a major AI player on Gemini, its suite of AI models, and the chatbot that goes by the same name. I think Gemini is going to be a big player here, guys. And this is not, in my eyes, I'm looking at this market, all these different LLMs, these AI models, whatever it may be. It's not like a winner takes all type deal. Or maybe it is. I don't know. What do you guys think? But I think there's going to be 2 or 3 major players. There's not going to be 10 LLMs or 10 AI models that people use, in my opinion. I'm thinking like a couple years down the line here. I think there's going to be, 2 or 3 really good ones. Whether it's, ChatGPT, Gemini, Grok, this, that, or other ones that don't exist yet or that are in development and pop up. I don't know, but I don't think it's going to be, 10, 15, players or winners here. It might be, but I think it's going to be more 2 or 3 players, big, dominant players in the space, and I think Gemini is going to be one of them. And obviously ChatGPT is going to be one of them. We'll see what else. But this, we can see here, I lost my place here. It says, following today's announcement, we are increasingly constructive in the longer-term durability of Google's search business and are raising our estimates accordingly. So this is what I've said. It looks like he has a new target of 245 for the stock, which is great. I mean, hey, like I've been saying for a while, I think Google is a mid-200 stock. So here we are. And the ruling also means, this is big here, guys, Google will not have to divest the Android operating system that it develops. Big news. Android is seen as a key tool for Google to increase the number of users for Gemini, given that around 70% of smartphones globally run the operating system. That's big, giving the U.S. technology giant an existing base of users. So big day, man. Big W for Google. Probably the biggest W all year. I wouldn't even say probably. I think it is the biggest victory for the company all year. And the stock's finally doing what it, should have been doing, probably about 6 to 12 months ago, if this ruling, or even 2 years ago, right? This case started. If this never started, this stock would be so much higher. It's insane. And we can see, look at Google. If I pull the 1 year up, guys, the 1 year chart, we're pretty much up until, about a week or two ago, we were at the same level we were at price-wise December of 2024. So we didn't do much of anything this year on the stock. Now it's finally breaking out. Now it's making that big move. And even on this 3 year chart, guys, I know the stock's doing very well, but if you compare this chart, Google, to other, big tech names on the 3 year chart, this stock is looking, it's not as far along in the breakout. Let's just say that. So I think overall, great news. We'll leave it at that. Great news. I'm long, obviously. It's fantastic. And at this point, I'm probably not going to buy more at these levels. Honestly, if anything, I'm just going to hold. Well, I am holding. I'm not going to sell either. Keep that in mind. I'm not selling, but I wouldn't rush into it. If I wasn't in Google now, I wouldn't FOMO into it necessarily. I'd wait for a pullback. But for all the existing shareholders, today's a great day. So let me see what else is moving here. What the heck? Macy's stock. Wait a second. By the way, guys, the overall market is green. The S&P's up 0.5% right now. The Russell's up 0.25%. Let's see. The Dow's down a little bit, about 0.25%. Obviously, QQQ's up 1% as all the, a lot of these tech names are up. So the markets are hot. And Macy's is moving as well. I don't know why Macy's is up. I guess they just reported earnings. Might as well look real quick while we're at it. EPS came in at 41 cents, which beat the 18 cents expected. Looks like here sales 4.81 billion versus 4.76 billion. So double beat out of them. There's my wife right there. Hello, Madeline. She's you can, whatever. And let's see, we can see their guidance is pretty decent. Looks like they actually raised their guidance. So there you go. That's why Macy's is ripping. Multi-month highs. What else is moving here, guys? Really, I just wanted to focus on the Google news for this video. We got that out. So, yeah, I mean, Tesla's up, Apple's up, which again, we covered that in the article. Apple's up with Google, which is nice. And man, I kind of wish I bought Apple. It was a pretty obvious buy as it broke out at $200. It is what it is. There's still a risk there with the trade war, but overall great day. Overall great day, guys. With that being said, I'm going to wrap it up here. We'll get back to it. There will be more videos later in the day, so make sure to subscribe, hit the like button, join the stock newsletter. It's free. Check out my Patreon for my portfolio updates. All those are down below. And with that being said, guys, cheers. I'll see you in the next video.